Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. Coming out with it, it's Morris. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Looking for a productive play on first down. Give to the running back. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. Michigan really took it to Notre Dame the last time they met, and Hail to the Victors was playing loudly.
It was playing loudly, and they beat the snot out of the Irish. And the Irish better not forget that. And it was the physicality of Michigan taking over. Are the Irish going to be ready today?
Yeah, Notre Dame was really upset. They just couldn't answer the bell. Everything seemed to snowball on them, one bad thing after another. They've got to be mentally tougher in this game.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
Trying to find his man on first down. He'll pull it down and run. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
The short hands, it's Moore. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. In this rivalry, you could just about write the history of the game. Rockney and Fielding Yost, Schembechler and Holtz, the Rocket and Desmond Howard. So many great moments in this rivalry, which has been played since the 1800s.
So many great moments, so many great plays, great players. And how about the uniforms? Just clean, beautiful, pristine unis.
This is just classic college football. And because of all those names that Reese just ripped off, this game always seems to come down to the final play.
Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
And the Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Orji. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. There's no logical reason these two shouldn't play every year. The proximity, both powerhouses, but squabbles get in the way from time to time, guys.
They sure do, and I think Notre Dame being an independent always makes things tricky and difficult. But at the same time, they're always playing USC every year, David. I'd love to see them schedule Michigan each and every season.
And just make it happen. We've lost so many rivalries in sports because of money, because of conference realignment. We don't need to lose another one.
The Wolverines trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, Michigan.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team out there getting set. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Can they catch him? He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
And it's no good, and they're still down by 1. Really something to see, the lift that a play like that gives an entire team. 85-yard return for the touchdown. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. He wants to start this drive with a pass. He'll try to do it himself. Crosses the 30, he's got away. And this is why a mobile quarterback is a defensive coordinator's worst nightmare. He has just been running wild all day. Ball spotted at the 27, it's 1st and 10. The lone back's got it. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Keep it on the ground. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the 1st down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
To the air, it's Orji. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
On 2nd down, looking again to throw. To the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. This guy is so slippery, so elusive. He just vaporizes right in front of the defense.
That's crazy. You can play touch football in an elevator and lose to this guy. He's that kind of quick.
And he puts through the extra point. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Caught inside the 20, chance for a good return. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. down for this offense. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He'll start this drive firing. Fires downfield. And that ball is picked off. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Looking to move it through the air. Get all you can, then get down with the slide.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
And the Wolverines line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Forges ahead for 1 to the 8-yard line.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quick.
They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Now he's going to break the pocket. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the 1st quarter.
That's the end of the 1st quarter. Michigan 14, Notre Dame 6.
And the offense doesn't bat an eye. They'll stay on the field and try to score from the 1 on 4th down.
Switch it.
He'll sneak it. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Great job by the defense there on 4th down. I'll say this, QB sneaks are not a guaranteed play that you're going to get on offense. Everybody thinks it is. You dial it up, it's an automatic first. Not the case. That time, the defensive line was lower. They got more push. And there was just nowhere for the quarterback to go. Great job by the D.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go work. Couldn't find any way to get out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
He'll bring it back. It's Morris.
Returner brings it out to the 27. And your Michigan Wolverines will take over 1st and 10.
3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Edwards. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Looking for a man. It's Orji. Makes his connection. Still on his feet at the 45. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Now it's a 1st down from the 43-yard line. He's going to pass. Looking to the big tight end. It's caught. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a 1st down for this offense.
First down for the offense.
The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Motion from the offense. They'll throw it on first down. And the pass is intercepted. Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gives them the ball at the 29-yard line.
And that's the advantage right there of having your dime personnel on the field. You got an extra DB. You've got an extra guy out there who's really good at covering. So for quarterbacks, you've got to be so good and precise with these passes because they've got speed in the back end. They're able to come away with the pick.
Here come the Irish back on offense. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency, David.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo.
And now on second down for this offense. Give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Notre Dame lines up quickly. Back to throw. It's Leonard. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Throws it back across his body, and what do you think happened? Intercepted. That kind of play can really get you going, not only on defense, but the great field position for the O at the 37. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Buying some time. And the ball slipped out. And the fumble is going to go out of bounds, and the offense will maintain possession. And sometimes it's better to be lucky than good, and they were lucky that that ball went out of bounds.
Yeah, they sure were. These ball carriers have got to know that this defense, they play with so much aggression, and they're always trying to get extra hats to the football. You have got to protect this thing at all costs. Lucky that ball rolled out of bounds.
On the ground, it's Edwards. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. And the Wolverines are moving quickly down the field, trying to pound it in. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. Got nothing last time. Now second and goal from the 3. Dropping back, it's Orji. Now adjusting. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines!
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Just a short pass to the tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
Wants to throw on first down. Buys a little extra time. He'll pull it down.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate. And you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Looking downfield, it's Leonard. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Looking for more room. The 10. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here come the Irish back on offense. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
Grabbed in the middle. It's Harrison.
Well, they execute the end route. Now, how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Back to pass. It's Leonard. Finds his tight end. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Nothing's working right now in the pass game for this guy. This is the nightmare scenario. He's already been picked off 3 times. That one got swatted away. Lucky it wasn't another interception. This quarterback is not playing with a ton of confidence.
Handoff from the gun. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. He wastes no time and comes out throwing.
You want to change some of this bad luck you've had so far around? Get after the quarterback and get his butt on the ground. Nice job by the defense. This game ain't over. It's still the first half. This is a good start.
And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Offense gets set for second down.
Black 14. Patriot, Patriot.
Looking to throw, it's Orji. Throws to the tight end. Pass on the way, it's picked off. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. They'll throw it on first down. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
After the misfire, now on second down. He's looking to throw. Quickly to the tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. One more snap coming before halftime. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Pulls it in. They'll knock him down, and that will take us to halftime. So the first half has come to a close. We'll take a break and head over to the halftime show.
Michigan 30, Notre Dame 6.
We're ready to get it started here in the second half. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Going up top on first down. Throwing right. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
How good have they recruited in the secondary defensively, right? We've seen guys flying around with speed. They're breaking on the ball. They've got hands. Multiple interceptions in this game. They almost got another one right there.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Love. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Notre Dame right back to the line. Quarterback checking off. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. A strike downfield. That's where they'll mark him. A very productive play and a first down.
18. And that's good enough for a first down.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to throw it again. Quarterback now breaking the field. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
Well, no doubt that was the primary target the quarterback wanted, just not on the same page on that.
To the air, it's Leonard. Throws for the tight end. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
That QB might want to register as a 501c3. With the amount of donations he is making to the other team right now, interception number 4 now, putting his team in a bad position time and time again. We might want to start thinking about a change here.
didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To give to the back. Trucks through the defender. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did.
Well, no surprise. I mean, with the way they're running the ball early in this game, they're just going to keep doing it. And they're just not hammering out 2, 3, 4-yard gains. They're gashing this defense. You saw it right there.
Handoff to the lone back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. That's not the way you'd like to start this set of downs. It's now 1st and 20. Looking to throw. Starts to scramble to the left. They get him on the ground. Didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it.
Well, as soon as he got outside the pocket, the defense smelled blood in the water. Everybody started pursuing. And how about the big hit on the QB outside the pocket? At that point, he's a runner. He's not getting protected anymore. Nice job. He felt that one.
Gonna run it. It's Edwards. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. A 3rd and long coming up here. Back to throw, it's Orji. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Finds his man enough for the first. Touchdown, Wolverines! And the pummeling has started. The maize and blue asserting itself as they stretch this lead against the Irish.
Go Blue knew coming into this one, they had to score and score early. Right now, they are playing with so much energy.
Yeah, they got the offense rolling. They got the momentum going. Notre Dame's going to have to do something quickly to change that.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Fair catch called for and made. Here come the Irish back on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
After the short completion, it's now 2nd down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Fires to the big fella. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. They'll run the sneak for it.
Picks up 1. First down for the offense.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Wants to throw. It's Leonard. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Notre Dame lines up quickly. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Quickly out to the tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too.
At the 38. Third down coming. That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Michigan 37, Notre Dame 6.
Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. Made that play and was hoping to make another one on the return, but they'll take it in business at the 41.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Plows through the defense. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down.
They pick up the 1st down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page, though.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks, we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
The Wolverines have it with a 1st and goal.
White 94, set. Smoke 9.
Trying to surge it in. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see.
Touchdown, Michigan! And the beatdown has ensued. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. We got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games. You know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you've got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Quarterback will audible. To the air, it's Leonard. Feeling some heat. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
I got to give this defense a lot of credit. They were very confident coming into this one, even though they were going up against one of the best quarterbacks in the entire country. They're confident because they believe in their ability to get to him. And they've been able to do that in this game. There's another sack here.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They'd hoped to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
He'll keep it on the sneak.
Yeah, and I think those quarterback sneaks used to be for the big, strapping quarterbacks. But, man, nowadays, dude, all you got to do is fall forward, and it's such a hard play to stop. So you see this all across all levels of football, and it's just a difficult play to stop.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Notre Dame right back to the line.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm.
And he throws another interception. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, he's got...
And it's caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Wolverine. And the route is on.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Scanning the field, it's Orji. He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Here come the Irish back on offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Coming after it. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
Yeah, and this defense just putting the cherry on top of the sundae. They've been all over the place. They've done a great job. Their offense has built a huge lead. We're just counting down the minutes on the clock now.
On second down, wants to throw. They're bringing heat. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
The Irish send out the punt unit. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Hand goes into the air for the fair catch, and the catch is made around the 40. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop him.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got him downfield. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Loveland. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. He makes the tackle at the 23-yard line, but not before a pickup of 5 and enough for the 1st down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the 1st down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Dropping back, it's Orji. Flushed out of the pocket. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. Listen, it's early in the downs. Like, don't force it. Don't make a turnover. He tucks it, get what you can get, and then live to play the next down. I like that execution by the QB.
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try. Looking to throw. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Ready to get moving. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the ball.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
The defense puts the exclamation point of the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
Looking to throw, it's Leonard. Zings it complete to the right. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Timeout is called with just a single second left. One more play to pad the stats. He's looking to throw. Falls incomplete. They fought to the final whistle, but that's going to do it. When you deal with a rivalry game, you have to live with the outcome for a full year. And this one is going to rest in their minds for the entire season going into next year.
And it's not going to sit well with the losing team. When you lose these, you're going to get hounded, and you're going to get hate. You're going to get social media is going to destroy you about losing to your rival. But you got to put it past you. It is just one game. It's not that big of a deal. Well, Jesse, yeah, it kind of is.
It kind of is a big deal. You're right, David. I mean, a lot of these kids